It's a brand new day. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Jill. Today we're on the Road Report where we talk about a population that's getting older, a world that's getting colder, and who we need to be bolder. And we're still talking about grand solar minimum, ice age, changes in our climate, not maybe like we were told before, and what that has to do with us and our shelter, especially as we get a little bit older. So before that, we're going to center, take this morning to really focus, take in a deep breath, 4 in, hold for 4, 4 out. See you on the other side.
You can't see what you're chasing, and reaching out to a future life you're sure. Keep on running, might slip on the way. Keep on running, might slip on the way. Keep on running, might slip on the way. Keep on running, might slip on the way.
So I wanted to just touch briefly on this idea of shelter. This is the area that I'm kind of most excited about, and I also know the least amount about. Now, if you spent some time with me, you know I have a horse trailer. I don't know if you can see it in the background there, that I bought to convert. It's 36 feet of steel with a wood floor that has to get replaced. I have no idea how to do a lot of this. I will be making a video specifically about that as I launch the renovation project. But here is just a brief glimpse into some of the things that have come up for me around what shelter means in terms of growing older, and also if climate does change and get colder. Now, the getting older part, I got a handle on that. I'll give you one brief example. Is in this little tiny trailer, there's nowhere I can lay down flat. I can't do exercises and stretches, and I have some issues, as you know, with my arm, but my whole right side, if I don't stretch almost every day, I get pretty immobilized. I have some problems. There's nowhere to do that here. So I've gone years without being able to properly get back to where I need to. Still working on it. Do it in the back of the trailer. Can't do it in winter. Excited to get it done. But I specifically bought that trailer and will design it with the back third as an open space where I can get my exercise in, because as you get older, if you don't get on top of it before you kind of freeze up and dry out, it doesn't change. So there's more of that. That's why I wrote the book, Getting Ready for Your Post-50 Life, to talk about a lot of that stuff specifically, all kinds of things you got to look at in terms of your home environment differently. A lot of different things. So we can't do that all here. The second piece to that is if the climate's changing colder, there's all kinds of stuff to think about. Hail will be getting bigger. Now, hail freaks me out. My glass is very thin. This is aluminum. Something like positive lightning is starting to happen. I have no idea what kind of structures will survive, or if they can survive in positive lightning environments. I'm very interested in grounding. How can I keep the trailer grounded? So these are just a little bit of things to think about. As the world is changing, our electromagnetic field around the sun and around the earth is getting weaker. I'm not sure about ours, but those are getting weaker, which means the electrical activity in the environment is changing, which is why you're starting to see some really interesting lightning events that we haven't seen except in petroglyphs. A whole different story. Super fascinating. But there's some changes I think that are going to have to happen. And on top of that, my understanding, not sure if this is right, my understanding is it's the weakening electromagnetic field that makes us more vulnerable to some kind of CME, mass ejection event, coronal mass ejection event, that will be like the EMP that takes out our electricity. So there's a lot of stuff that's on the horizon. All of it's uncertain, all of it's unknown, but I'm also going to tell you that the longer I do this, the more manual and non-electric, non-battery operated, non-power I like. I can fix it. It keeps me physically fit. It makes my brain work. And it's easy. It rarely breaks. I've been hauling water by hand for 6 years now. So while kind of a pain in the butt, it's really simple and my pipes don't freeze up. So my focus is on simple, manual, aging and climate changes, how that gets integrated into our shelter. I'm tossing that back at you to think about whatever you're building, whether it's a house, a tiny house, a tent, a trailer, or an RV, whatever your mode of living is going to be. There might be some things that come up, and that's what we're going to really cover in that series on the trailer renovation. So right now, I just wanted to toss out that little kernel as we kind of wind down. Just spend some time today looking at your car, looking at your house, thinking about your future, how you'll deal with it as you get older. Does it make sense? And also where you want to live, where you want your shelter to be, how you want to be in this world. And we're going to start factoring all these things in on a regular basis. So with that, we're going to take one more deep breath for the road, as I hope you will rise with the sun in your eyes, love in your heart, both feet firmly on the ground as together we walk on survival road, one day at a time. Live free, die wild, my friend, and we'll see you on the other side.
You might feel like you're hunting, and you can see for 1,000 miles.